outside. As of the promise, we sitting in one of the Yehuda's VIP room. Only for the VIP group, I'm bringing them over here. Otherwise, it's all over around. So, Novitsnago Masada. Novitsnago, the hill story of Masada. And it started up in Jerusalem 2,000 years ago, when the Romans destroyed the temple, the second temple. Det var næsten 1.000 mennesker, som flyttede til hele vej fra Jerusalem her up to Masada. Or here up on the top of Masada, when it was a fortress that had been built by King Herod. Now, what is the reason that King Herod built the fortress over here in the middle of the desert, nearby the Dead Sea? Two reasons. First, nearby the salt. Salt is the gamle day, the gold. So if you have salt, you are rich. With the salt, you can keep the food. You can send soldier for a few weeks and months. So the Romans realized that if they will be here in this fortress in the south, they can control the Dead Sea. Now, second thing, King Herod realized, Konge Herodes, forstår.
Yeah.
No, and bygge, build this fortress far away from his kingdom, from Jerusalem. The enemy that walking over here, able to see that if this is a big fortress, I'm not going to deal with this big king. Therefore, we had in the big store fasting here in the Earthland, in the Judea desert. Now, we need to remember, 2,000 years ago, the Romans destroyed the second temple up in Jerusalem. The Jews running away, 1,000 of them coming over here. Over here in this fortress, we have only few Roman soldiers that are taking care of this palace, the storage room, wine from Italy, food, dates, a palace for the gates. And when the Romans coming here, when the Jews already here, live as a peace. When the Jews run from Jerusalem, they came over here and they lived here as a peace. And when the Romans realized that these Jews reveled here in the middle of the desert, in our fortress, it was unacceptable. Now, the Romans decided to send the soldiers. The soldiers came over here to Masada, but they didn't walk all the way up to the top. The Jews live here around, and when the Romans came over here and built the ramp, and I will show you the ramp, the Jews that live here realized that something terrible is going to happen. They realized that the end is coming. And the leader, Ben Elazar, told them that the power of God is without us anymore. Remember that point. And before that the Roman complete the ramp, the Jews took big decision in their life. They killed themselves. In the Jewish tradition, it's forbid, not allowed to hurt your body. We will cancel Shabbat, the holiday, and Yom Kippur to save life. But definitely don't destroy the big gift in our life, the body. And when the Roman complete the ramp, they came up to the top and they found that everybody dead except two ladies and few kids, regarding to the books of the same person that write the story of Masada, Josephus Flavius, the Jewish name Yosef ben Mattatyahu. And the Roman came up, they realized everybody dead, and this was the end of the story 2,000 years ago, the end of Masada. 2,000 years after, we have the Jewish state in 1948, the declaration of the Jewish state here in what we call Palestine, Eretz Israel. After that, the United Nations recognized, we built the country. Since 1948, we have already 9 wars against our neighbors. 9. Miracle after miracle after miracle after miracle. But for this miracle, we pay the price. A big price we pay. In our military cemetery, we have more than 24,000 Israeli soldiers that died for this country. 2,000 years ago, no one came over here to help the Jew. That's why from 1948, we decided to be self-standing, independent. independence. Israeli soldiers will protect the Jewish state. Jews will protect the Jewish state. Golda Meir, in the same day of the declaration in Tel Aviv, mentioned that is very happy day for the Jewish people, but it's too late for the 6 million Jews that have been murdered in the Holocaust. Now we have the Jewish state where Jews can protect another Jews. And when we say Masada will not fall again, we're talking about Masada, it's Israel. And it's Israel, it's Masada. If we will lose one war in Kri, Melvos Nebel, Israel, the slut, the historia. Therefore we have our soldat, therefore we have our parliament, or the Yiddish Sanford here to be in the Healing Land. Again, after 2,000 years. Sportsman, question. Let's go.
Hij wil spolie. Den gang ik wat die